And without warning, another office stream. Completely unannounced. Just click and go. And I should turn the light on. But the switch is just a little bit too far away, so I'm going to use my latte spoon. There we go. It's a little bit more light. Right. What I have here is a new spreadsheet called CDs Transferred to Metal Box. As the name implies, I have the metal box down here. The so-called metal box. It's made of plastic. I need to take Starship Troopers out of the metal. I need that to film a bit for the Starship Troopers video that just went out today. But what I also have here it's this big plastic box, and this is full of, like, these are my prized CDs. These are like the CDs that are really valuable to me. Like, well, some of them. There's some Cradle of Filth in here. I don't know what that's doing in here, but generally, most of the things in here are CDs I care about. I'm going to go ahead and announce the live stream to the Discord. Welcome, Johnny. I'm just going to go ahead and at here. I'm not going to at everyone for this. It's using Lars and the Trash Boys thumbnail, whatever. Fine, I'm not fixing it. Right, so we've got a big box of CDs that I actually consider CDs I care about, like all my rare things and my interesting things, and mostly my J-pop, all in one box. And basically I want to transfer the contents of this box into the big plastic box that all the bootlegs and all the Metallica and Korn and Kiss from the other day are in. So that is the point of this stream. Transfer things. And as we get to a CD that's interesting, I'll say something about it. And we'll see if there's any duplicates in what I picked up the other day. I'm going to start with, here we have Citrus by Asobi Sekatsu, which literally translates to something like hot sex. Japanese outfit. I've never listened to this CD. I picked it up at a CD fair. It was previously owned by Renegade Music, who basically sent these out as samplers to radio stations, which is how I picked this up, basically. Because it was a radio sampler that I picked up in like a jumble sale. I still haven't listened to it. I still haven't ripped it. This is one that I will eventually have to rip, give a go. Always been curious about Asobi Sekatsu, and maybe one day I'll check it out. But for the time being, in the box it goes. You rotate the metal box, the plastic box that has the metal. It's now going to be known as the metal box. Take the metal box, so it's easier to get. Right. Next we have, this is a CD single, and I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, I was going to write down what everything was, so, Asobi Sekatsu, Citrus. Fuck it, I'll look the genres up later. Here's. Otherwise, we'll never get through them all. So, I want to know what this is. I bought it for £1 in a charity shop. It is a CD single. If I put in the catalog number... Unsurprising that the catalog number doesn't show up. DZCA7038. Okay. Maybe we can put in the ASIN. And to be fair, I have no idea what this is. Straight off. Produced by Kanonji. Copyright 2004. Well, there is one way to find out. Let's put it in Windows Media Player and see if we can get it to read it. How am I doing? Not bad. I'm going through my more sort of prized CDs, my JPOP, stuff like that, and logging it down as I transfer it to the other box. I've already had something show up that I don't know the name of. The name is in Japanese. So I'm just going to go ahead and give the CD a quick clean, put it into Windows Media Player, and see if the name will come up. Media Player. Right, there is a name. Edit info. Album artist. Eiko Kitahara. Not on Discogs. Starship Troopers, the movie that inspired things like Helldivers, has a new game that is kind of like Helldivers. Yeah, Extermination, isn't it called? Whether or not I play it will solely be dictated by whether or not they send me a key. But the VR game was quite good. Pleased with it. Even though I said it's not the kind of game I would play, probably go back and check it out. So, can I get a translation for Exploring Memories? Right, Memories. The Memories by Eiko Kitahara. Presumably JPOP. Wow, we already found something that isn't logged on Discogs. But yeah, fascinating. Not on Discogs at all. Right. Next in the box we have... Oh, The Offspring. Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace. Pretty straightforward. I'm an Offspring fan. More sort of early Offspring than this, but there's a few good tracks on here. Half Truism, You're Gonna Go Far Kid, Hammerhead. Kirsty, are you doing okay? Oh, Christy, yeah. Christy, are you doing okay? Should I put that down as a thought? Do you have Pal World on your PC? I don't think so. I think I uninstalled it. I suspect what will happen is the Japanese courts will rule in Nintendo's favor because Nintendo has all the money and Nintendo has yet to have a patent case fail. And then Nintendo will just rinse Pal World for money, for patents. Oh, you can keep your game on the market, just give us 40% of what you make, 50% of what... If they can't beat their competition, they're just going to rip them off. That's what I... Okay, we have here Expo by M-Flow. This is a decent album. It's fairly early M-Flow. My interest in M-Flow is less sort of Expo and then more sort of Astromantic and Beat Space 9, sort of that era. There's a track on Beat Space 9 called Tripod Baby, which we released as Shadow the Hedgehog Baby to celebrate Shadow the Hedgehog. And I'm hoping that they will do something similar for the third movie in Japan. I want M-Flow to re-release Shadow the Hedgehog Baby. Sonic movie. I'll be very disappointed if they don't. Just put that down as J-pop, even though I would M-Flow. Electronic dance music. Next we have Beat Crusaders, 1999 to 2003, The Last Rome Years C-DVD box. Disc 1 is a DVD containing pop videos and then live performance videos. And then disc 2 is the Best Crusaders album, which you can now listen to in its entirety on YouTube. Yeah, this will be in nice condition because I have barely touched it. When you actually open it up, you get the original front cover for. So, Beat Crusaders. Oh, I probably need to add a notes. There'll be DVD, CD, DVD combo. Okay. Beat Crusaders, 1999 to 2003, Last Rome Years. Next we have the DVD special edition of Teriyaki Boy's Delicious Japanese. And she sure is a delicious Japanese. So this is a DVD and CD. This is the Serious Japanese album along with a live performance. Ooh, I've managed to keep the spine card. The spine card is always something I try to save if I can. The Obi strip, aka the spine card. This is delicious Japanese. Teriyaki boys. They are J-rap. I'm gonna put them down as rap. They are rap. Just Japanese. This is a CD and DVD combo of. I'll copy this up. Got a game you might like, but don't want to share it with the chat. You might not want to stream it if you want to keep your channel. I don't know. I was thinking at one point, I should really stream Unteralka back, and then I'm like, no. On second thought, I like keeping my channel. A combo release of that was Best Crusaders. I'll worry about years later. The important thing is getting through everything. Here we have Blooming! Sega Hard Girls. Light crack in the case, which is disappointing. This is a cool release. This was... well, Blooming was the song for, I think, the light novel based on Sega Hard Girls, and then the second track on this is the credits theme to the anime. Is the limited edition Game Gear. If you play Chain Chronicle, you're in luck. Act fast. I don't play Chain Chronicles, so the codes are useless to me. Yeah, DM me. It's no problem. And the Obi strip. Even the disc artwork is nice. All the characters. And an advert for the Sega Hard Girls anime DVD and Blu-ray release, along with the art. So, I did enjoy that anime. I was very disappointed that we didn't get a second series. Would have been nice to have one. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what to put this one down as, so I'm gonna see if it's on Discogs first. EYCA-10119. It is. That makes my job easy. So it is. They want me to put that down in Japanese, but I don't think I will. Take a hard girls. That's what I think. Pretty strict. This one is Young Power. Right. Pay special values only. Sega hard girls. JPOP. Honestly, if I was being more specific, I would call that Dempa Wave. Next, we have Supersonic HWA featuring Sonic the Hedgehog. Remember when they gave gamers what they wanted? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. It was a 1992 single produced by Jeremy Healy and Matt Clark. Recorded at Battery Studios, London. This is incredibly cringe, and it uses ring sound effects from the game in the track. I could probably get away with playing it, because I don't think the song is on Internet Archive, but on the Content ID. There we go. Welcome, Jacob Novick. So this I would call dance. Really, I would call it rave music. Condition is great. Next up, Lemmings SFX. Oh no! Geronimo! SFX is the name of the outfit. This is another rave track. Samples from video games. Better take over. I'll move over. So cringe. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! Geronimo! Amputecture by the Mars Volta. This is a bit of a genre leap. Back to something Japanese, we have... Oh, interesting. That symbol means it's a rental CD. So this was a rental somebody didn't take back. It's like cracking the case there. This is Tokyo Incidents, aka Tokyo Jihen, which is a band that Sheena Ringo was a member of. And this is their song Distress. Very good. It's a CD single, but in a full song. Distress by Tokyo Jihen. It's a recommend. It's a good song. It starts with like a da, 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 like really like strangled guitar, and then it just keeps going. And Sheena Ringo's voice is just, she's so good at just going all over the place. I fucking love her music. I fucking love her voice. I've always got favorite song of hers is a song called La Salle de Bain, which translates to In the Bathroom. And it's a song about a lady that tries to drown herself in the bath because she's fallen in love with a shitty landlord. Or at least that's how I understand it, basically. Here we have Best of Eugene by Eugene. I know Eugene because of 2 songs, Fake and Happy Happy Doll, which are both on this album. And then sort of fell in love with her music from there. Yeah, Eugene's pretty good. I can't remember what band Eugene was in. I want to say Eugene was in Cherry Filter, but I could be very wrong. But I like Cherry Filters. I believe Eugene is Korean? No, she's Japanese. So she's not in Cherry Filter. Cherry Filter is, Korean. So she wasn't in Cherry Filter. DLC is great and all, and spending is great and all. You know, I wouldn't mind having a copy of My Tet's Last Run on Steam, but I'm not spending $20 on a game I can't play because it's... Here we have Hotai All-Time Super Best. This is a collection of Tomoyasu Hotai's greatest hits, but all... Alright, take care, Johnny. All re-recorded and remixed, which I didn't know when I bought this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought this. Because what I wanted was Bambina, Circus, Battle Without Honor or Humanity. And all the versions of songs on here are just not the versions I was expecting. So I was actually kind of disappointed. It's nice to own, but it's one of those things where I wish I had got the version of the song that I thought I was getting, you know. I've seen that all the marvelous interactive titles are on sale. I've got all the ones that I want, and I have put in key requests. It's a matter of if I get given a key for those games, great. Otherwise, I'll wait. Peach Beat Flash, Handagawa Jet Girls, Senran Kagura Estival versus Kagura Burst Renew, you know, whatever. If I'm in a situation where I have a lot of money in the future, have them. It doesn't matter how cheap they are right now, they would not be cheap enough. I can't afford anything. Basically. I am living on a box of extremely cheap biscuits and crackers. That is my food. But don't worry about me, I'm fine. After all, what can I say? Life is beautiful. By Flow. I remember what this was the opening theme to. I want to say Life is Beautiful was the opening to... What was that anime with the lady with the green hair? The turquoise hair? Eureka 7. I want to say this was the opening theme to Eureka 7. Have a quick. Again, I think if I put this code in, because it's a rental CD, it might have a different code. ASCL 734. Yeah, show up. Oh, there it is, right down the bottom. Yeah, but are you still on my friends list? I don't know. Life is beautiful. You should be able to message me. Because I don't think I've got my messages locked or anything. I just don't think I have Discord open at the moment. J-Rock, I would call that. Again, a lot of these Japanese CDs, I swear they didn't used to have, like, small cracks in the case. Maybe I've been a bad caretaker. Some of these. Right, next we have Best One by Aya Matsuura. There was a time when I was a teenager that I was obsessed with this woman to the point of absurdity. Yeah, Mecha Holiday. Momoiro, whatever it was called, Momoiro Factory, Peach Factory, yeah, Mecha Horror Day, Bye Bye My Natsuo, you know, it's just fucking hooked on this woman. So when I had a bit more disposable income as a young adult, I had to get a collection. Here we have Yum Yum Best by Yum Yum Orange. Oh my god. How much absurdity? DM me your Steam name. Don't buy me any gifts. 100%. If that's why you need my Steam name, don't buy me any gift. Copy you my, I'll send you my Steam ID. Right. Yum Yum Orange. So Yum Yum Orange I discovered back in the days of like peer-to-peer file sharing as a teenager. And they are J Scarpunk. This case has a lot of cracks in it. Well, am I that bad a caretaker for this stuff? I think it's just from this stuff always like moving around to different. Now for something a little bit different. Monomina Mines. Which song do I know on this album? None of them. I know Monomina for 2 songs. Number 1, 7 years ago. Is that what it was called? No. That was the first line of the song. Wet and Rust... No. Wet and Rusting is the song that was used in an IKEA commercial. Wet and Rusting. Oh, what was the Monomina song that went 7 years ago? The Late Great Libido. I would have never got to that. I would have never have got there. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this album all that much. Guess I wasn't listening to Monomina in 2010. I would call them alternative. Right. I have to try and remember her name. Ai Otsuka. I Am Best. Says this is a 2 CD, well, 1 CD, 1 DVD collection of Ai Otsuka's best songs. You may know her for Sakuranbo, Mekui, trying to pull some other ones out of my head. Sakuranbo and Yumekui are the ones that I know her for, and then there's some others as well. Quite big hit. But this is the album on CD, and then the DVD is a live performance where she played the entire album again, but live. And I have watched this DVD through before. Around this time of year, when I was doing some tidying up for Christmas, I had the album on. There's some sort of registration card. Useless now. This is a good album. Sakaranbo is a banger. You sure you don't want it? Let's put it this way. If someone bought a game for me, I wouldn't decline the transaction. What I'm saying is, don't spend money on me. But ultimately, you know, people have bought me games on Steam before and I've reluctantly gone, accept. It always makes me feel bad because then how do I get around to actually covering it? It's like Devil May Cry 5. Lesser D bought me Devil May Cry 5. I still haven't played it. Somebody, I can't remember who, bought me YouTuber's Life, and I haven't got around to playing that yet. I think maybe in possibly January or February, maybe around my birthday, what I should do is just stream games that people have bought me. Tak has threatened to gift to me. Right, Otsuka, I am best. And this collection is fantastic. Easy recommend. Got all of her best songs in it. Right, I see how it is. Want the center formatting. And just drag the center formatting down. That I would describe. She's J-Rock. DVD, CD and DVD. CD and DVD. Okay. Next up we have a case that's going to be very hard to view, and that is on purpose. This is Bright Eyes, Digital Ash in a Digital Urn. You hold it at the right light, it looks like somebody sticking their hand in the toilet. This is an interesting album. I would describe them as rock. They made it so you don't buy the game till you send it if you choose it as a gift. Yes. So basically, that way now they don't have to do a refund, I think, or I'm not sure how it works. The person has to accept the gift, I think, now. You could probably blame Bad Rats for that. By design, case is hard to read. Next up, the single for Angel Song by the Brilliant Green. I'm sure we'll go into more detail in a bit about Tomoko Kawase and her band Brilliant Green. So I'm just going to put this down in the list for now. But the Brilliant Green is a very good Japanese rock band who are extremely popular. So extremely popular to the point that when Tomoko Kawase split off to do solo music as Tommy February 6th, Heavenly 6th, depending on whether it was pop or rock, those albums did extremely well because of her history in the Brilliant Green, and the Brilliant Green being basically... I think it's rude to call Brilliant Green the Beatles of Japan, but they sort of are. Japanese people, I'm sure if you meet someone who's Japanese and you ask them if they've heard of the Brilliant Green, they'll tell you they were pretty huge. How's it going, Vlad? There is one noticeable crack. And again, this was a previous rental CD by the looks of things. It's got a Riage sticker on it. Somebody didn't return their rental CD. Naughty, naughty. So, speaking of the Brilliant Green, we've got Los Angeles by the Brilliant Green. This is a very good album. It has the previous single, Angels. Very good. Never really listened to this as anything but an album in full. Like, I've not really picked out singular songs. So, the Brilliant Green. We'll eventually get around to Brilliant Green's best album. It will be in here somewhere. Not in this. It will be here somewhere. Could be. Okay, rock. Good. One small crack on the spine. I wasn't aware just how damaged like I am a shit caretaker. Next up, we have The Brilliant Green with their debut album, The Brilliant Green. Going to censor trend. "2046. This is actually a French copy of the soundtrack to Asian film 2046 by Wong Kar-wai. Wong Kar-wai? Wong Kar-wai, yeah. Good guess. Who's the composer on this album, then? Shigeru Umebayashi. Shigeru Umebayashi. 2046 soundtrack. French copy. This showed up in a charity shop. Back. Got some other eardrops. Good to know. You'll find the others now. Didn't Green do that song the Super Mario theme is based off? The Brilliant Green? No. Brilliant Green is much newer than Super Mario Brothers. They started in the late 90s. Mario theme is a slowed down and pixelated version of the song. I was under the impression the Super Mario Brothers theme was composed by Koji Kondo. Like, he didn't rip anyone off. Potential he did. I mean, it's alleged he ripped off the Gerudo Valley song in Ocarina of Time. Indiana Jones is a ray tracing only game. Laughs in, edits ini file like a boss. Here we have Gildas and Masaya, Tokyo. Despite the fact that it's called Tokyo, and they have Japanese names, Japanese sounding name, this is actually from Kitsune Mason, a French record label and clothing fashion label. Don't even know why I specifically have this. I think it was in a charity shop. Like, oh, that's it. Yeah, that's dance music. I can probably assume. Tsunemuson. Lust Crusaders. Other side of the Beat Crusaders. So this is a collection of B-sides and demos by the Beat Crusaders while they were still on Last Rum Records. So there are tracks that I like Isotonic, Captain Hedgehog, the original unpublished version of Hey Hey Look Look, the theme song to Kappa Mikey. There's a whole bunch of their cover of Debaser by the Pixies, incorrectly spelt Debeiser instead of... And their cover of 99 Luftballon, their cover of Kids in America. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff on this album specifically. It's nice to have. You're a Lust Crusader. Me too. Lust Crusader. Oh, wrong one. Beat. Lust Crusaders are the J-Rock. Hey, Matzo! Let's hit him with something interesting. Final Fantasy VII original soundtrack. Here we have Amano artwork. Not Nomura artwork, Amano artwork. The original Cloud design before Tetsuya Nomura came along. Final Fantasy VII characters illustrated by Tetsuya Nomura as Aerith. Tifa, Cloud, Cid, Vincent, Kate, Sif, Yuffie. Composed, arranged, and produced by Nobuo Uematsu. We open it up. Disc 1, Disc 2. Disc 3, Disc. It's a very nice collection, this is. So, fun fact. At one point, I was planning to do a Final Fantasy VII series on this YouTube channel, where I was going to basically do a complete walkthrough of Final Fantasy VII, covering everything, every enemy, every event, every story beat. I did 2 full playthroughs of Final Fantasy VII, capturing footage just for this. And then it never happened, because it was too much work, and This was acquired around the same time. So I would basically have all the source material around, should I need it for reference. So that's why I have this. Final Fantasy VII original soundtrack. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, but it was so I would have it on hand. The Brilliant Green! This is Forever to Me. This is a single. B-side, I'm a player in TV games. So that the Brilliant Green is back. Sure is, I just oiled it. Forever to Me. Rock. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. EO EO. An asshole. I'm the world's biggest asshole. Dennis Leary, No Cure for Cancer. The full stand-up, including Asshole. And my favorite track on this CD, Voices in My Head, which has the line, "Why don't you dress up like a clown? Woof, woof, ow." I've always liked Dennis Leary. He played the toy company owner in Small Soldiers, and he was in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 as a police chief. I can't remember. Just oiled it because of the media. I automatically had to put stop in there in my head. Dennis Leary. New Bleach game got a trailer and release date March 21. Okay, we now have an official release date for Bleach. That means I now have an official deadline to get whatever tier list is being done before Bleach, done. Basically. No cure for cancer. Stand up. Let's say comedy. Your birthday month? Oh. If people can't think about what to buy you for your birthday, just point them to that. This is a very, very weird release. Mega Man. Specifically, Ruby Spears Mega Man. But what this really is a collection of songs that have absolutely nothing to do with Mega Man or the cartoon. Why did I buy this? Because track 1 is by a band called the Hollow Bodies. It's a song called Drive, which they have mistakenly written as Driver on the back of this. Drive is a really good song. And it was a little bit of a lost media search for a little while. Somebody had these bootleg Ruby Spears Mega Man DVD. They were trying to figure out what the song was. And there was a little bit of back and forth on Twitter, and we identified it as Drive by the Hollow Bodies. And that's when we discovered this CD existed. That's when I'll grab a copy. So, various artists. Mega Man. A compilation. Xbox launched in fall 2001 and then proceeded to fall so hard. Astromantic by M-Flow. This album is full of bangers. Let me list off a few. Starstruck. Vanessa, Where You Move, Get On. Astro Sexy, The Love Bug. I Wanna Be Down. Cosmic Night Run. The whole album is full of bangers, back-to-back bangers. What did I put M-Flow down as earlier? JPOP, I guess. Okay. Really, it should be lowercase. So that's what they are. Flow. Astromantic. Astromantic. Ah! Oh! Good album, that. The One by Shinichi Osawa. Shinichi Osawa has done a lot of music under a lot of different names, including Mondo Grosso, whose music was featured in Luminous. I discovered Mondo Grosso, linked Mondo Grosso back to Shinichi Osawa, and then fell in love with Shinichi Osawa's work. And then I found out, oh, he's fucking worked with the Chemical Brothers. Like, now this makes sense. Now this makes sense why this is such good dance music. His version of Star Guitar is so much better than the Chemical Brothers version of Star Guitar. And I like the Chemical Brothers one. I like. Who's that Pokemon at the Pokemon Christmas Bash? Who's that Pokemon? Pika Pika! Squirtle. Oddly fitting for the time of year. Definitely in bad condition, but you try finding a good condition version of this album anywhere today. various artists. Pokemon Christmas Bash. This has a song where Meowth basically says all other holidays except Christmas are shit. All them people doing Yom Kippur and Yom Kippurin, they're boring. You know, this album is something else. It's a shame we lose Maddie Blaustein. She's all over this album. I think Eric Stewart did most of the writing on this album, which is why it's particularly funny. Right. Soul Surfing Crew by Tube. Tube is one of those strange bands that used to put out 2 albums a year. A summer album, and a winter album. And it was all unique music, and it's all banging. I discovered Tube because back in the day, there was a search engine called Dogpile. The great thing about Dogpile is it would have a button that said fetch instead of search. Like, quite cute. But it had an MP3 search function. And there was a website that put up all of Tube's music as MP3s. So I discovered this band by accidentally pirating their music as a teenager. This was their 23rd album. Crazy. Chubu, Soul Surfing Crew. Soul Surfing Crew has 2 particularly good tracks on it. One is Soul Surfing Crew, the title track of the album, and the other one is Someday You'll Be the Champion, which goes so hard it has the world's most face melty guitar solo ever. If I ever do a list of like top 10 or top 20 guitar solos, Someday You'll Be the Champion by Tube will be in that list. Serious Japanese by the Teriyaki Boys. We've already seen the DVD release of this album, Delicious Japanese, further up. Teriyaki Boys, I am into their music quite a lot because they've worked with, well, let's list some of these people here. The Neptunes, Busta Rhymes, Pharrell Williams, Kanye West, Big Sean, Toa Tay. Oh my god, the list goes on. They have worked with so many completely, like, incredible, influential rap and just, oh. And then the quality of the album, Serious Japanese, and here they are with their logo stamped on a cow. The pair of cutlery on the back. And their shoes. And a bowl of some kind of meat. Sony have had no showcases for a year. It's interesting, isn't it? Teriyaki Boys. Serious Japanese. This album has a song called I Still Love HER with Kanye West. And it is an absolute banger of a song. And there's also Itsumo It's More, which I think is this album, yeah. And that one is peak. Love me some Teriyaki Boys. I love me some Teriyaki Boys so much, in fact, But here's some Teriyaki Boys. Beef or Chicken by Teriyaki Boys. Their first album has a track called Kamikaze 108, which has a lyric that goes, "Let's get back to basics. I do work to a 108 tempo." I do work to a 108 tempo. When I am putting music together, I compose for 108 tempo, and then I speed up or slow down depending on what I need after that. But I work to a 108 tempo because the Teriyaki Boys work to a 108. 108, watashi wa. This is a very good album as well. Celebrity Deathmatch, which is misspelled on the back of the box here. Yeah, this album they worked with DJ Premier, DJ Shadow, the Neptune again, Mark Ronson, Ad Rock. Teriyaki Boys just... they go hard. Oh, older State of Play reactions. That's... you mentioned something before about I should watch old E3s. Is there a good place to go to find those? And, like, is there a list of, like, interesting years? Or should we just go through them all? Like, one a week or one a month reacting to old E3s. I'm up for that. Beef or chicken? Crap. 2016 was interesting. What happened in 2016? I've been to sleep since then. This is... gotta try and remember their name. Oh, I am gonna struggle. Anzen Shitai, I think. This I picked up in a charity shop. I had no idea what the fuck it was. Japanese front, Japanese spine. I was like, okay, I'll grab it. This is the album with the... there's a track that's like 1991... something or other. I don't remember. But it's a weird album. It's a weird album, basically. I just wish I had more to say about Anzen Chitai. But I really don't know anything about them. I just know that they had a whole bunch of albums in the 90s. And the 80s. Describe them as rock, pop, and ballad. Safety zone, right. Anzen Shitai means safety zone. Okay. Anzen Shitai, volume 5, 6, 7, 8. Sun. I'd call them J-Rock. Even though they're not really rock. Elder Scrolls 6 was announced in 2018. Fucking hell! That's a long time ago. Master of Puppets. I feel like we had a Master of Puppets yesterday. And the condition of that one was better. Got a duplicate. I had a feeling it would for the few Metallica albums I did have. Rock, metal. Do I really differentiate? I'll differentiate. Jay-Z and Linkin Park Collision Course. This is a remix of Jay-Z and Linkin Park's music together. Some tracks are Linkin Park vocals over Jay-Z backing tracks. Other tracks are Jay-Z raps over Linkin Park tracks. It's a very, very nice album, and it comes with a DVD full of live performances where Jay-Z and Linkin Park performed together on stage. Very good album. I guess I'd have to call this various artists. Would we put this under Jay-Z or Linkin Park? I think I'd put this under Linkin Park. Because Linkin Park is the name that's in, like, brighter colors on the case. Let's put it under various artists. Let's call it Jay-Z. Linkin Park collision. That feels like the best. Yeah, to be honest. Spider-Man 1 dropped in 2016. I don't think it dropped in 2016. It was a little bit later than that. Oh, and I need to add with DVD. 2018. That sounds a bit more like Children's Society Canterbury. I paid £1.59. Right. Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is By the Way. Oh, the hand. The way I'm holding it? No, that's just how I normally hold CDs. That's how I normally hold CDs. Good album. Oh my god. It came off. Unacceptable condition. Case snapped. I Am Ghost. When did I pick up an I Am Ghost album? Strange. I don't know any of the tracks on this album either. Maybe I'll give I Am Ghost a listen to. They're metal, aren't they? Might put them down as rock. Well, those we leave behind. I don't remember buying this album. It must have been... Yeah, it was a charity shop purchase. It was found in a cancer research store. The Smurfs Hits 97 Volume 1. Wanna be a Smurf star? If you wanna be a Smurf star, you gotta get with my friends. You get the idea, right? Smurfs are coming home. Ooh, Smurf a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Smurf Macarena. Kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if there was no volume 2. We put this down under comedy. What do you mean, bruh? That's immaculate. You'd get 40 quid for that at Cash Convert. But if any of the CDs here were worth 40 quid, I'd fucking sell them. I need the cash. Comedy. Untouchables. Corn. A little bit of case damage, but otherwise fine. A Korn album that wasn't amongst the Korn CDs the other day, which is quite surprising. Right. Korn, take a look in the mirror. Told you I had some Korn album. Yesterday. Not yet. Before I told you I had. Make a. Oh, dark now. Like, it's almost 5 p.m. and it's pitch black out there. Like nighttime. It's £1.50 in a British Red Cross. Back when I was happy to drop one. Nowadays, I'm not. Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. Best track on here, as far as I'm concerned, is a song called Good Grief. But this is a Cool and Big Me with a big... Good Grief. A Foo Fighter, of course, is another name for an unidentified flying object. The father of Mega Man, who made Mighty Number 9. You tell me you're not obsessed. You tell me you're not a Mighty Number 9 apologist. Also made Recore. Yes, I need to play Recore at some point. Rock. Monday, I don't give a shit. Tuesday, Wednesday, don't give a shit. Thursday, I don't give a shit. It's Friday, I don't care. I was asked recently what I thought of The Cure by, I think, Sushi Sunshine asked that in a live stream. Bob? There are Cure songs I like. Boys Don't Cry, Love Cats, Just Like Heaven, Pictures of You, I think. Friday I'm in Love. The rest I don't know. Morrissey I don't like. Truly, Madly, Completely, the best of Savage Garden. Never was a Savage Garden fan all that much growing up. I like Darren Hayes' solo track, Crush. A little crush. Ooh, I just can't get enough of that stuff. But I recently... Weird Case as well. How you get the discount. I recently learned to like Savage Garden more because of... JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. Sorry, Diamond is not Crash! On the course I went on, there was somebody who got really mad at me for using the English name for the season. I'm like... I agreed with the guy on a lot of things. Like, we agreed on, like, censorship. What? Oh, I'm sure I will be able to stream it. Here's the thing, right? Senran Kagura Bon Appetit was banned for streaming on Twitch. I streamed it on Twitch. I don't give a shit. If people see Senran Kagura and go, oh my god, that's pornographic, that says more about them. No. Final Fantasy and Square Enix leaving PSX. The only time it's happened. 2008, Final Fantasy Lightning Returns was the one final thing. What, for Microsoft? This is a bit squished. Because it's in one of those awful flat digipacks. Nasty. Right, MFlow Inside Works Best 5. Why do I have a random MFlow collection? Because it has a track on here called You Were Right. Is a banger. I think that's on this. No, this is the later one that was made around about... Right, I've got this for the Christmas track. There is Merry Christmas! Santa Santa San by Momohiro Clover. Remixed by DJ Tuck, who was the DJ for MFlow. Yeah, this album I bought solely for one Momohiro Clover song. Santa Santa San, Santa Santa Santa, Santa 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 Claus, Santa 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 Claus, Santa 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 Santa. Yeah, it's a good song. Next up. Right. Issue 16 of Dreamcast Monthly. Exclusive music CD, selected cuts from Sega Extreme Sports. This has a track on it called Donkey Kong by an outfit called Cabbage Boy. And it's a really good track. And there's also some cold cut. I've always... How do I put this one under? Various artists. I guess I put it under Dreamcast Monthly, issue 16, Christmas 2000. Compilation. Third party. The Age of Love. My favorite track on this Scooter album is Fire, because it has an amazing guitar sample throughout. I said, empty your mind. Chili bowl. Chili bowl. Chili bowl. Fire! Right, we are halfway through this. Making us... Right. This band I discovered on the... Oh, what was his name? He's no longer with us, but he was very influential on British radio. John Peel. John Peel had Electric Eel Shock on his show, and that is how I discovered Electric Eel Shock. These guys are amazing. They are a Japanese rock band with a very distinct singing style, and by singing I mean yelling style. The best song on this album would probably be Don't Say Fuck, which Jonathan Peel played in its entirety, including the swear words, if memory serves. You! Don't say fuck! Fucking you! Yes, you do! Don't say fuck! You smell of shit! You offend me! Don't say fuck! Don't say fuck off! It's great. It's a good song. Don't say fuck! Don't say fuck you! Don't say fuck off! It's great. I would love to play it for you, but... I've just remembered there's some CDs here that I will have to hold in a very specific way to censor elements of... Not this one. This is Diamond Dogs by David. This album I picked up because it has the name Diamond Dog. Like, Metal Gear. That's the only reason I have this, is because it's called. One of these days, I'll actually listen to it through. Prototype 2 is also on sale. And Prototype 2 I have on Xbox 360. I recently checked the code on it, and the code worked. Even though the store had closed, which is fantastic. Right. Promotional copy not for sale. This is Future Listening by Toate. Toate, Japanese electronic and sample musician. Quite influential. It's not an incredible album, but there's a few tracks on here I like. I can't remember which track it is that uses the funky laugh. I've been told all that glitters is not gold sample, but there's one that does, and it's pretty good. Yeah, promotional copy. This I got from the same place as that. As a sexy Asobi Sekasu album. Cover art looks weird. This one, yeah, because of the word art. Skags, Silk Degrees. This I picked up because it has a song on it called We're All Alone, and his other big hit, Lido Shuffle, is on this album as well. Oh, the Diamond Dogs artwork. Yeah. Bowie was visionary. Silk Degrees, yeah, there's 2 songs on this album I like. 2 songs I know. I bought it for We're All Alone. Rita Coolidge had the bigger hit with We're All Alone, but Boz Scaggs was the one who wrote it, as far as I could be wrong about that. No. Oh. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I don't care. Lark & Seal. Clicked singles best. This, I want to say, came out before Ready Steady Go. Because if it was a best of their singles, it would have Ready Steady Go on it. Yeah, 2001. This is quite early, actually. Songs I know on here are Driver's High, Flower. Pretty much it. Condition of this one's terrible. That's how it's spelled. Clicked best singles 30. Scooter jumping all over the world. Basically a greatest hits. So it has many of their big hits and a whole bunch of covers as well. Their version of Enola Gay is on. Maria, Maria, I like it loud. So, 2-disc greatest hits of Scooter, really. Jumping all over the world. Was that when Reggie said something along the lines of you know, they came out and said their PlayStation 3 console was $599 US. We couldn't have asked, what was it? We couldn't have asked for better news, or words to that effect. Is that the, because that might be the interview I'm thinking of. Yeah. We couldn't have asked for better news. It's like, yeah, that's fun. Erasure, I say. I've got this album for Always, which is Erasure's best song, Fight Me. Pendulum, Hold Your Color. Oh, what can I say about this album? Tarantula, Hold Your Color. I'm sure there's others I'll recognize if I listen to them, but those are the two that stand out. They were big hits. Album came out. Notice I have a lot of dance music, a lot of rock music, and a lot of Japanese music. Prodigy, always outnumbered, never outgunned. I like how, in a lot of these cases, they have to put stickers on the front of the case to show people who the artist is, because they think people in the record store are too stupid to find CD. This album has... Was Girls on this album? Spitfire. Spitfire's a banger. I could have sworn Girls was on this album. Imagine how it would be being... Yeah, second track. Imagine how it would be being at the top making cash money. Their lore on here? Not seeing it. I think their lore might have been done for their lore, which was like the greatest hits. Xanadu. Think about. CD single for Xanadu. Who are Xanadu? Xanadu are a German dance outfit. Who do very cringe Eurodance. And I like them very much. And some more Xanadu. Here's the album that single is from. The Symbol. My favorite tracks on here are their cover of Japanese Boy, their 2007 remix of King Kong. I like. I think that's it. My Samurai is on the other album. My Samurai is my favorite Xanadu song. Xanadu. We're going to have to start layer 2 on this. I have created room by pushing cases up against each other. Right, there are some CDs in this layer that I am going to have to hold in a very careful way to avoid showing their artwork. Because I don't know how YouTube is going to act about them. So... everybody on the floor, pump it. CD single, CD single by Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. Pump it. Everybody. Everybody on the floor. Everybody on the floor. On the floor, everybody on the floor, on the floor, everybody, let me know if you want some more. Xanadu, welcome to Tokyo. Yes, this is the album with My Samurai and King Kong on it. This is the banger album. It's like an anime. I forgot about that song. Oh my god. Yeah. Welcome to Tokyo says the, I'm pretty sure, German band. Ice Music, yeah. Just gonna put the artist in for this one. Eiichi Okabe. Near Replicant, 50 Nightmares and a Range Track. This is the music that features in the downloadable content for the original Nier. In the special battle mode that you can play by reading Nier's wife's diary. AKA his mother's diary if you're playing as the teen. Former PlayStation president Sean Layden said that releasing PlayStation games on Xbox platform will lead to huge backlash, and he believes this is illogical. PlayStation games on Xbox? Yeah, Sony know better than to do. I think. I'm sure this cover is fine. I will just cover the butt crack just in case. This is The Mission by Captain Jack. Hey, oh, Captain Jack. Bring me back to the railroad track. Give me a woman in my hand. I want to be a fucking man. Yeah, running down the railroad track. Run along, Captain Jack. Dee-da-bo, ba-dee-da-do. Run along, Captain Jack. Smash hit, it says on the front. No. It wasn't smash hit. Right. Another one I've got to hold very carefully. So naked on this cover. Have Tokyo Ghetto Pussy, I Kiss Your Lips CD single. Don't worry, I'm covering her private parts. It's fine. Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. German outfit. Okay. Not Japanese at all. Forget the fact that their name is Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. They're German. They also released music under the name Big Room, which dance music aficionados may know better. Speaking of private parts on show, this one is really awkward to hold in a way that covers it. This is single is this. Oh, this is I Kiss Your Lips, but not the remix by Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. There's a crack in the front of this case as well. The Simpsons. Songs in the Key of Springfield. There is a lot on this CD. There is 39 tracks. This includes things like The Simpsons main theme, Stonecutter's song, Who Needs the Quickie Mart? I Do. Jingle Bells sung by the Simpsons cast. Send in the clowns. They're already here. Treehouse of Horror montage. Ion Springfield theme. Flaming Moe's. Homer's Barbershop Quartet. Baby on Board. Here we are. Troy. A Fish Called Selma medley. A. Troy Chic. B. Chimpan A to Chimpanzee. Let's see. It was a very good beer. Inagata la vida. Yeah. Tons of classic Simpsons tracks on here. All from the golden era of The Simpsons. This is a very nice one to have. It showed up in a charity shop some years back and I nabbed it straight away. Offspring, Splinter. This album has Hit That, which they've got a sticker of on the front here. Hit That is a bad song. It's a bad song. It is a bad song. But on this album is Worst Hangover Ever, which is funny. Lightning Rod is fine. Never Gonna Find Me is good. Spare Me the Details is fun. When You're in Prison is a laugh. And You Don't Fuck with the Hooey, because the Hooey fucks with you. So there's a few good tracks on here, but it pales in comparison to earlier Offspring. Oh, that's great condition. Talking about. The Simpsons Sing the Blues. A couple of cracks in this case. This is an older Simpsons CD. This has Do the Bartman on it, and then a whole bunch of Simpsons-themed songs sung by the Simpsons cast. Quite interesting. The weird collection, this one. Simeon, We Are Your Friends. It's a replay sealed CD, so this was bought from Poundland at some point. I bought this for La Breeze. Ooh, 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 ooh. We are La Breeze. But I don't think this has the song We Are Your Friends on it. Which is the one that people actually know Simeon for. Because we are your friends. You never be alone again. Mama. Who did they do that with? Milo? Milo. Have something Japanese here. Another another X rental. Somebody didn't return. Nami Amuro, All For You. Nami Amuro's a good time. Get Cape, Where Cape Fly, Tales of a Bohemian Teenager. Or Chronicles of a Bohemian Teenager. I don't know why I have this up. I think I heard one of their songs once. Not even a fan. I think it was previously bought as a replay sealed CD. Tiny Temper, pass out. This is the discovery. Written in the stars. Wonder Man. There's a lot of good banger dance tracks on it. Are big if you were in Britain listening to dance music in the 2010s. Otherwise, they're good album. I'm an extraterrestrial. Came up out the fucking dirt like a vegetable. Backroom editors. This one I got for Munich. The one I know on this album. I like Obstacle Number 1 though. That's on a different album, I think. Okay, time for another pile. At the drive-in, Relationship of Command. I would describe these as like a strange, like weirdly punk band. My favorite song of theirs is Invalid Litter Department on this album. And also One Armed Scissor is on this album. One Armed Scissor, I think, was the one that was in Guitar Hero World Tour. Not really differentiating rock and punk, am I? So. Gorillas. Not much to say about Gorillas. Everybody knows who Gorillas are. Damon Albarn, Blur, sample-based alternative rock rap music. Screamadelica by Primal Scream. This album is like a religious experience on a disc. I forgot that I had a Pepsi Max can in my fridge for 4 days, but that means it will be just the right temperature. There are some energy drinks in my fridge that have been in there for a month now. They are going to be amazingly cold when I drink them. Consoles are now close to final spec for what a console could be. I agree with Sean Layden. Consoles are just PCs now. So, you know, and most companies seem to be looking at streaming now as a solution. Now the internet's great. Won't need game consoles in the next 5-6 years. Because just stream all your games. That way they can control them and they can stop you from modding them. And they can take things out of games and you can't do anything. Screamadelica by Primal Scream. Screamadelica. I would call them alternate. Yeah, good. This album is something else. I recommend listen to it at least once. Cradle of Filth. I'm not quite sure why I have this. I've never listened to any Cradle of Filth. I don't think I ever will. I don't know any of the songs on the back of this disc. I know they did a version of The Lord's Prayer. That apparently, if you listen to it backwards, there's hidden. I don't believe that. People insist that there are. Cradle of Filth. The principle of evil made flesh. Xbox UI app on PC. Okay, nice. When will I be allowed to put my Japanese copy of Eat Led: The Return of Matt Hazard in my PC drive and play it on my PC? That's what I want, is to be able to natively be able to play Xbox games on my... Microsoft should just, like, buy out the Xenia devs. Can't imagine it would be that much complicated to run Xbox 360 games. They are DirectX code. The console runs on a Windows 2000 kernel. Right, we have a replay CD here. Newfound Glory. Newfound Glory. I think that, yeah, this album's self-titled. This album has so many great songs on it. Better Off Dead, Dress to Kill, Hit or Miss, Eyesore. Yeah. Very solid album. This would be the first time I would actually, like, specifically use punk to describe something, unless I've already used... Oh, I did use punk to... In which case, I need to use punk to bring it. Okay, we've had to start layer 2 in the box. Right. Jay-Z, The Blueprint 3. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Oh, did a track with Kanye West called Run This Town. A track called Hate, Kanye West. But I don't recognize the names of it. Oh, Luke Steele of Empire of the Sun. Jay-Z, The Blueprint 3. Heard songs from this album before? I expect so. It's replay sealed, so I've never opened it. Still got the plastic seal that Poundland would have put it in. American Hi-Fi. American Hi-Fi. This album has a song called Flavor of the Week, which is a banger. What else is good on here? Wall of Sound. Don't Wait for the Sun. It Could Turn Black Any Day. Good album. You like punk. New York, where people take a shit in their pants. Is that Empire State of Mind? Yeah, okay. I know that one. Yeah, you're right. I do know at least one of the songs on the album. Fair enough. Plus Tech Squeezebox. Fake Fox. Plus Tech Squeezebox is a Japanese... How would I describe them? Denpa wave band. Yeah, their stuff is interesting. They have a certain sampling style that is hard to pin down. You're listening to Plus Tech Squeezebox. Bow, 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 bow. Aerosmith, big ones. And there's a big crack in the case as well. On the back, there's a big sumo wrestler. This album is basically a collection of some of Aerosmith's big hits. Not all of them. Don't Want to Miss a Thing is not on here, and No Surprise is not on here. But Love in an Elevator, Ragdoll, Ryan, Janie's Got a Gun, Dude Lady, Eat the Rich. So a couple of like really big ones. My favorite Aerosmith song, Kings and Queens, is newer to the album, therefore not. Urban Cookie Collective. High on a Happy Vibe. The Urban Cookie Collective, may not know them by name, but they had a track called The Key, The Secret, first track on this album. If you have listened to Radio 2 in the past year, you have. Good quiz knowledge, Urban Cookie Collective. High on a Happy Vibe, dance, great condition. Super Mario Land by MC Mario. But I have to rescue Daisy. Cause there ain't no place like Super Mario Land. This is a weird one. Radio version, Clubhouse mix, instrumental, Daisy's Breakdown. They just included audio of Daisy having a mental breakdown and included it on the record. Ambassadors of Funk featuring MC Mario. That's Ambassadors of Funk. Super Mario Land. It is as cringe as it looks, but it's another one of those cringe things that's just nice to own. Come again? Enflo, come again. This is just a single. Go Simpsonic with The Simpsons. So what's on this one? Lisa sax playing. Gonna paint our wagon. Gonna paint it good. Simpson califragilistic expiala annoyed grunt docious. Minimum wage nanny. Yes, minimum wage nanny. Meet the Flintstones. The Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie show theme, the Poochie rap song. Canyonero. Yeah. Oh, Everybody Loves Ned Flanders theme song, Scorpio end credits, Chief Wiggum PI, Lovematic Grandpa. The Simpson Family Smile Time Variety Hour, yes. Cape Fear. That's the Sideshow Bob stuff. Mr. Plow. My name again is Mr. Plow. Camp Krusty theme song. Skinner and the Superintendent theme. Seymour and his lazy explanations. The superintendent's gonna need his medication. And I borrow a feeling. Apu in the Jolly Bengali theme. Christ. The long version of the Garbage Man. There's, yeah. Whoa. A lot on there. Right, next pile. Lolly. My first album. Possibly her last album. I'm not sure. Track 2, Mickey, was her big hit. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Weird Al Yankovic, Running with Scissors. The saga begins. Oh, this young Anakin guy, that one. Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. Polka Power. Albuquerque. Albuquerque was a big one. Weird Al. Black Holes and Revelations by Muse. My favourite song on this album is Starlight. The Supermassive Black Hole, Knights of Sidonia, and Exopolitics are great too. Fuck. I haven't a fucking clue. Straight up, I haven't a clue. Let's see what Discogs can do for us. Well, girls band. Translate. The 12 girls band, 12 girls band. Any chance you'll be fortnighting today? Let's put it this way, I don't particularly want to. I was boycotting due to them fucking up the XP. Beautiful Energy by the 12 Girls Band. I mean, I can play Fortnite. If you wanted to play Fortnite, I would be up for it, but the reason why I haven't been playing it on my own is because Epic Games have decided they can hoodwink people. And I disagree with them. I don't think they can hoodwink. I just won't play their shitty game anymore. I got exactly 600 achievements, played 117 games, got 16,811 gamer score. Congratulations. Where would I go for that? Is that on the Xbox website if I log in? Oh, that's a good point. What time would that be? Would that be when you finish work? Like midnight, like 1 a.m.? Then it would be out of the question anyway. I have a job interview tomorrow, so I'm going to need to have an early night. That's why there's no live stream down for tonight. Fragile by Yes. Track 1. Roundabout. Very much JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U Premium Sound Selection. CDs. On the back, Pac-Man. Cool. I have this album because it has the Stickerbush Symphony remix from Brawl. I would recommend Sleep. I'm gonna need to have an early night because I need to have my wits about me in case they ask me some really shitty questions tomorrow. I've had an interview with this particular company before, and they didn't ask me any, like, really nasty really nasty questions. If I put the year in, the name will get covered up. Does this sell for much on... It says not for sale, but I reckon people probably do. Yeah, they do. $8.27 is the cheapest ones sold for. Oh, cheapest one sold for is a $5. 19 copies currently, so that tells me nobody's going to buy them for $8.20. If I wanted to sell this, I'd probably have to sell it around the £6 or £7 mark. Curious though. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. There's a coffee ring on this. I must have used it as a coaster at some point. I mean, the big hits on this one would be Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine. The big ones. Eels, Beautiful Freak. Every single track on this album is great, but specifically that opening of Novocaine for the Soul into Susan's House into Rags to Rags, Beautiful Freak is like a solid 4 tracks back to back. And then Guest List is pretty good, and Spunky is good as well, track 10. I had this on tape cassette back in the day. Galgun Double Piece original soundtrack. I'm curious. Is this one sold on Discogs? It sell for? Okay, that would have to have been... Oh, that's just one person pushing it. It's not going to sell for that. That's just someone pushing it. Inti creates sound unit. Oh, there's a star in it. Let's get it. Spot on correct, shall we? Is that 2011? 2016. I thought it was 2016. Scooter, the Stadium Techno Experience. Tracks worth listening to on that album are already on the collection further up. We're almost at CD 100. This is 99. Start our next pile. Let's start our next Missy pile.
Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. Tumble, with my Christmas party CD. Number 1, Santa Claus is coming to town. Number 2, Jingle Bells.
Still factory sealed. This was bought for me as a Christmas present some years back. Put it under comedy. Still sealed. How it shall remain. Possibly cursed. Linkin Park, Reanimation. This is a fantastic album. I bought it for my December, but there's, you know, there's other tracks on here as well that are pretty good. In the End is pretty good. An acquisition after he died. In fact, on the day he died, so the seller couldn't jack the price up. Best of Bowie. Bring It by Puffy Amiyumi. CD and DVD. This album has a song on it called All Because of You, which was written by Avril Lavigne. This is a very solid album. Well, Puffy. I know them as Puffy. But, you know, because of P. Diddy, who's now going to rot in jail where he fucking deserves, piece of shit, maybe Puffy Amiyumi can be known as Puffy again. Because it's because of that asshole they had to change their name. They released their stuff in the US. Sorry. They were forced to change their name to Puffy Amiyumi because of P. Diddy. I feel like Puffy got the last laugh in this instance, you know? Fantastic album, by the way. Andrew Paul Woodworth, Eddie 8 Dynamite. This is a strange one. My mother bought an MP3 player once, and on it was the first track on this album, Thick Black Mark, as a sample. And it was so good, I bought this album. I'm curious how common this album is. Yeah. No value to it. They describe it as indie rock. Yeah, I'd say that fits. Chef Aid, South Park. There's a lot of good stuff on here. Bubble Goose, Wyclef Jean featuring Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny. Let's Die For You. Will They Die For You, performed by Maze, Puffy, that's right, P. Diddy, Lil' Kim, and System of a Down. Rancid by Brad Logan by Rancid. Wake Up Wendy, Smell the Coffee by Elton John. A bunch of weird stuff on this album. But Chocolate Salty Balls by Chef is on this album. South Park, Chef Aid, the South Park album. Soundtrack. Marilyn Manson, In the Shadow of the Valley of the Death, Holy Wood. I don't know any of the songs on this. Why do I have this? Club by Daft Punk. This is a collection of Daft Punk remixes by various artists, including the Neptunes. Daft Punk, one thing I didn't mention earlier on with Teriyaki Boys is Daft Punk produced oh, what's the name of the song? There was a song that Daft Punk produced, and it uses samples from, I want to say Human After All. Bruce Willis, The Return of Bruno. Yes. A Bruce Willis album. On Motown Records. $395 for sale at 20 pence each. Isn't worth the fucking paper it's printed on. Dragon Ball Kai Complete Song Collection. This is a cool one. I picked this up for Dragon Soul. It's also got a song by AKB48 on here. Pretty cool. I picked this up for Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul. Dokan Dokan Suiteru. Okay. It's not listed on Discogs. That's fascinating. I have a replay sealed pure hip hop CD. Let's see, why would I pick this up? Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow, that's my name. Scary Movies, Eminem and Royce da 5'9". That'll be why I picked this up. What's on disc 2? Where You At, Fat Man Scoop. Okay. That'll be why. That's a mostly shit collection, actually. Wow. Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds. Two-disc with an art book that has all of the art from the original vinyl release. I have this on vinyl as well. Curious about this release, because I think this is a modern re-release. Yeah. Modern re-release. How would you describe the genre of this? Progressive rock. Right, rock. Murder Nom. A Perfect Circle. Judith is the main one on here. Is that the song that goes, "Don't act like you can't kill no one"? Jurassic 5. Jurassic 5 LP. I got this for Improvise. Improvise was featured on the European and American versions of Jet Set Radio on the Dreamcast, and then was included in Della Jet Set Radio, Japanese release. Together, we'll show you how to improvise, reminiscent of the Wild Style 75. We are almost done with this box. Smash Mouth Astro Lounge. Was it this year we lost Smash Man? Was it last year? To alcoholism. I think it might have been last year. Time moves so fast. I'd as well be staring at the sun. We're on our last pile. And there's basically a little bit of everything we've seen. A couple of new things, a little bit of everything. A little bit of what's going on here. We have a CD single here in the world's weirdest case. This is Itsukara by Kiroro. And it is a 4-track mini CD in a vertical case that opens like this. How peculiar. What a weird release. Kiroro Itsukara. Spineshank, Strictly Diesel. I don't think I've heard any of the songs on this album, but it looks like one of them is a cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Hopefully they didn't murder it. Oh yeah, they're new metal. They're new metal. They had a song called New Disease, which sounds like Nudist Beach. It was in Shaun White's Pros. No. It was the only song from the game in the demo that was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. So I heard the song a lot. Green Day Warning. This is a solid album. Very different than the rest of what they had done up until that point. Yo, back from a shower. Did I miss anything? You missed Spineshank, Kiroro, Smash Mouth, Jurassic 5. That cancelled Konami skate game with a demo in MGS2. That came out. Evolution... Evolution Skateboarding, PlayStation 2. North America, October 10th, 2002. On PS2, November 17th on GameCube. PS2. December 12th, 2002 in Japan. And February 21st in PAL regions. No, sure as shit, that came out. Can unlock Genome Soldier. Well, Galukovich soldiers. As skateboarders. All of the lights. All of the lights. I'm so glad this is the cover I can show on YouTube. Kanye West might be the disc is the classic artwork. I fucking love that artwork. I fucking love the proper artwork for that album. Yeah, it's got power on it. All of the lights. Monster. I want to see your fucking hands at the concert. Want to see your motherfucking hands at the concert. My beautiful, dark, twisted method just speeds up naming planets. Wait, that's not right. Primal Scream. Give out, but don't give up. And for all the things I say about how good an album Dreamadelica is, I don't think I've ever listened to it. What did I pay for it? $1.99. Paid $1.99 for it, and I've never listened to it. To make an exception sometimes. That. Give out, but don't give up. Alternative. I'd describe that as good condition. We are almost done with the pile. This is scary. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 CDs left. And then that particular box of CDs is cleared. There's other CDs around, but I'll deal with them. I thought I saw 2 CDs over there, but those are actually old PC games in dual case. Right. Spider-Man. Music from and inspired by. Track 1, theme Spider-Man. Track 2, Chad Kruger. Josie Scott, Hero. Sum 41, What We're All About. River Dead Man, Invisible Hives. Hey, told you so. This is pretty standard Spider-Man. I thought this was my Spider-Man 2 sampler, but it isn't. I have a somewhat rare Spider-Man 2 movie sampler that's actual soundtrack composed for the film. Don't know where that is currently. Find it at some point. Various artists. Spider-Man. Music from and inspired by. Soundtrack. Good. Sticker residue. Tracks. As if one Scooter greatest hits wasn't enough, here's the Scooter singles collection. All their singles from 1994 to 2002. Together on album. Push the beat. I am part of the singles collection. Oh. Something in that box full can only describe as weirdly alive looking. And it's now in my keyboard. Try not to be freaked out by what it is. Edition, great. Welcome back. Just in case you thought I was done holding up things that are a bit sus, the camera. You saw all the singles, but now it's time for the album. Disco 2001 by Tokyo Ghetto Pussy. Make sure my thumb doesn't slip. Intergalactic Sonic 7 Inches by Ash. This album is fantastic. So this is a collection of all of Ash's singles. But what they don't tell you on the back of the case is that there is a second disc called Cosmic Debris, which is all the B-sides. Very nice. I'd call them punk. Here we are. Monomina, Friend or Foe. This is the album with Wet and Rusting on it. I think. No. What fucking songs are on this album? Seems you're excelling at inventory. Ugh. Oh, there's so much. It's about time I did it, you know? Because if I don't, I can't really make sense of what I can and can't get rid of, what I can and can't sell. And it gets everything together. It can go in a box. It can go under the desk. Modern Times Rock and Roll by Hotai. The last CD that we will be doing today. Unless I can find some other. So this collection by Tomoyasu Hotai is covers of classic rock songs. Like, there's a cover of Steppenwolf's Wild, the Beatles Back in the USSR, Did All Day and All of the Night. There's a cover of Love is the Drug, cover of The Model, cover of Sweet Dreams, made of this. Eurythmics. There's a cover of Sailing. And exclusive to this version of the album, a cover of Sugar Baby Love. Sugar Baby Love. Sugar Baby Love. Never meant to hurt you. Japanese guys singing really bad English. Right. 123 plus 76. $199. 199 CDs in that box now. Make it 200. Polaris. Home. Home is the name of the album. Polaris is the name of the band? Yes. This is an amazing album. So let's move the Obi strip so you can see the cover art properly. Aww. Isn't he adorable? Do I have any other CDs in this box? Yes. Mob Scene by Marilyn Manson. Apparently. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Power Rangers, the official single. Marilyn Manson made that in his Marilyn mansion. Ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha! This has Power Rangers Extended Club Mix, Go Green Ranger Go, and Power Rangers Instrumental Mix. This is a cool single. I can't imagine it's worth very much nowadays. Look it up anyway. £1.99. The vinyl is worth. Vinyl is sick. $1.90. This, I think, was in a 3 for £1 or a £4 charity shop. Put that one down. Anything else in this box? No, those are Dreamcast games. Japanese Dreamcast games are in a CD. Oh no, that's not a music CD. That is the Phantom Breaker Special Limited Edition DVD. Phantom Breaker. It has some matches played by the game's staff on it. Mod Nation Racers. This box is full of shite. Definitely need to go in through. There's a few bits of gold in here though. There are a few bits of gold in here. Box. Like this. Precious. 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 Japanese version of Golden Axe with the Drew Struzan artwork and more Drew Struzan artwork. I think it was Drew. It's either Drew Struzan or someone aping off Drew Struzan's style. Cover illustration by Yoshiaki Yonejima. Oh my god. The Japanese man ripping off Drew Struzan's style. That's what we describe as Drew Struzan-esque. Got some official names for the enemies in this game. Chicken Leg, Blue Dragon, and Red Dragon. Zubu Roaka. And that lovely lady also comes in Storchinaya, Tirabaya, Lemonaya, and Guduzia varieties. Bad Bros, Lieutenant Bitter, and Death Adder. Yeah, at some point I need to go through all my old games and, like, note down what games I have. Like, for the systems that aren't Xbox 360 and P, which I currently do. What I got in here? Oh, I was looking for one of these earlier. I made a Wii Remote joke in the Starship Troopers video. Could have done with that. This will be one at some point that won't be fun. Maybe next week. Oh yes, this is a pulls out Google Lens. This is a fart face. I must log the fart face. Right. All the CDs are now transferred into the metal box. Yeah, any other CDs I find I'll deal with off stream. I think the next logging stream will probably be VHS tapes. That sounds like a good shout. Logging VHS tapes sounds like a good use of my time. But 126 CDs logged today. I'll take that. Took us less than 3 hours. Right, I'm gonna go, but thank you very much for joining me today for another office stream. It's always super cool to have all y'all here. Yeah, that's that's a lot of CDs. You don't realize how much you have until you start counting it. 76 plus 126 plus this. I can't do maths. 70. $202. Oh, so we're gonna see these tapes? Yeah, we're gonna see these tapes. Yeah, probably no stream tonight, I suspect, because I want to make sure I have my energy for tomorrow for the job interview. I really hope I get this one because working in a charity shop in a paid position, like one of my big dreams. I've always wanted to move up to working in, you know, a charity shop. Because the things that'll come in day to day, you know, they'll be interesting. There'll be new stuff to learn. I'm eager to sink my teeth in. But yeah, I need to spend the evening doing what I should have done yesterday and the day before. That's preparing for it. So, going through my evidence-based examples, skills, looking up the company's history. I'll do what I always do. I'll go to Copilot and I'll say, tell me some things that they did recently. Insert company name. What insert company name did recently? It'll go and it'll fetch me some things, and then I can click through to the links. Oh yeah, they did this, 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 this. Memorize a few facts. All you have to do is memorize a few. If an employer says, so what can you tell us about insert name of company? And you go, well, not much really. You've lost it. The interview's over. You're not getting that job. If you can say, I did some reading up and found out that you were involved with this charitable or this thing just last week, then they go, okay, this person is not only looking up, they're looking up, you know, what's current with the company, and it looks better. It's that kind of research I'll be. All right, thank you very much for coming. Until next time, if we live that long, take care.